abusia samu akwaba bi mfa Amanyosem dwumedie so fa yedu eye tentam empenyufo sinkunya na ensem egu apono so no ye bu pensi mu ni adwendwen ho na ne nyina mu no so betimi akere wadwen dia fa nsem ane egu apono so ye hwe onabo kanapa na sem okaye no Ghana fo empenyufo bebre titire nimpon titire mo nim de ewo bambo ensem nim remu akasa dia fa obi fo ano so ebe so fi se na sem okaye no enye ne bisa se die kra de wona asem nim a enti awose ye twentwen sansam no e de konsunsuan so ben ene wo ye bambo nsem nsunsuan so ben ene wo atentene eso wo memu ene ye behwe sansam no sanso de ekoso e wo Assin North abato empesua Supreme Court atimo de ba ne Ghana fo bebre so ehwehwe ho komo ene ye disam kunyansie no so e kan wo de abranam ka asem komo twetwe no koso no betimi asende WhatsApp message no de abre WhatsApp number no ene that screen so no send WhatsApp message no ba bibia wo bia no asende e ba be kan sa wodin ene ba bia wo no ya afaka ho na yentimi odi hu bebia wotumi awo ena nwura mfanchi akese enkoma siwo ewo Newtown siwo production team say na men kan cho say so wotumi besra o ma na dwu ya nka enye bad titru say ne list one na eye makati wa no so besra o ma nka enye bad saso ena Chief Eric ososo adwuma ye chia papa badwafo mama kwaba
yeah bro
boko de
we can enye kura
Easter nana Easter ye kone say
oh Easter ne de say Yesu mani hu nti Yesu so o man Ghana mani hu ne yebedie
eti Yesu Kristo amani yebe crucify Yesu Kristo seni wo na chine de ahoto bai it means after the Easter no there should be some relief
ewo Kristo sumu de I think say the neoma papa beba nemom o man we die ya nkenti mu amonya mempaya ebeyire
ene me hu se traffic ku krompa titru o free ti se Medina side o unam jowula airport west o the traffic more than 2 hours okofa even the main way a highway no so a traffic does it mean say a krom nye bad sa maybe holiday people want to chill and I say just Russia
ye ka bojabu mu a se nipa du kura wo dan kese mu a na se ye bie won se omumpia ye san se e bie pono no nya kese enti no wo se baby a kire so ewo eye pono na no Christmas o Easter o Eid al-Fitr Eid al-Adha once there's a sort of celebration you know emma nipa eyo madwen say mamenya ni internal me nkona traffic beche enti no obi adwen at the same time so Ghana for so nyina ya adwen ye baako
Chama David Botes what ya
mejene so
sure life
mejene so enti no na ya na ma saa ade no esie enye sese bi amanfo anya won ho a wo ho te wo mo a se bi o Easter benti no obi ani age
it's like eba be norm say some few years ago na Fridays pa na ya traffic ni jamming but I say as a movie dey about Thursday these days it be likely say Friday we be do not traffic share them but Thursdays especially
these days you know say Fridays you know because of the fasting no e ka ho and I feel so Thursdays no say Thursday no ade be chama na Friday a obi adwe ne say ahoboaboa ne ahosiesie ebinum kura tu kwan Fridays ntina say amafo ntan kwa adwuma Fridays amafo taija won achima omo workers pa and
okay
it's nothing to do with ABB koso papa bi e wo man mu a amafo anije ho anu ntino say bi omo de ahosepe akwete sensa ore ho awono wani ji awono
or driving Nizam petrol sa Nizam petrol ye for we driving ewo also free jowulu straight headed towards airport west
okay
one sa T junction now
yeah
the traffic no can move na say a block here no dumija
because who anya ne say nye saloon cars kwe dum jana saloon cars kwe dum ja saloon cars a wono kra no bia make any fuel consumption be a highest of about 2.0 no onu kwa wadum jana wo de number say 5.6 3.6
anyway
you know there I think say is and then me ne penny bi din komo na me yam hyehye me
say
ni nketuam ne yenyen
the worst thing are yet to happen.
Oh, yes. Thank you to him when.
Yamin Pangu, yes, you Christian Fanny, we no man Pangu, which I say.
A Christopher Camine.
Official pencil.
Now, if you are guava.
I said, this is the first time I share Antina.
Okay, I feel quite bad. I think conversation. Say, I quite near Tinquam.
Amen. The day for a year Easter.
Was it no more what Tom Nady?
Oh, sir.
Nanka Kwa, sorry, dance equal. That's not Catida equal.
What's say a kwamba kwa di promote a domestic tourism. That be
used to go near Bona Zebia.
That be by the promote domestic tourism.
One yabi alcohol
paragliding for focus in your idea.
So I never be a diami into your co paragliding.
Hotels business castles because
commodity will go down there. A commodity was a Miko hotel, who told one no more you won't to me.
See.
As a no more what tomono. And they'll call no more. And I will tell you booking 4 months, 8 months ahead of time. If you
for Easter,
but what do they do? Opa corner, opa double day. Boy, I want for Kodam come. People book hotel a year ahead. Easter will Korea. Maybe a book here to your card. Say, I think about quite to number 2 no found. I say, no more what be no. And a year we, Nibia. I say, no what dream. Dear bedroom,
experience. I want to have that experience. That
and there's still quite down.
I just want the person who see I know.
Send to be answer.
But you fire quay. So with my bank really I try here 2K with me. Anyway, yes, come on, Assin, my main fight and come and Shassin from through Honum. And Supreme Court at him or the buy, Ghana will be redeeming to wait. The former president John Dramani Mahama will be a critical question say is he then a deny a papa no opportunity to perform his role as a member of parliament, ye deny an constituency opportunity a representation of parliament. Now we say William Odia Bay doesn't mean some more predetermined mindset and as a ruling about the main substantive issue in case na a bit to me abanana or just say any ruling and as any attempt any move be to prevent a manful from getting a fair representation and democracy no a travesty of justice I say a chair you didn't kind and now what is a Supreme Court to grant this injunction as a Ghanaian then about trim thinking about the substantive case and also what do you think would be the fate of a year Assin South constituency or man for Motoaba or Afi Mashibi which number the more one was me.
Sami did kind, my main chetty for near the for near town for Moshe. Mimi did say we don't have anything called justice in this country. Mijidi no. We have injustice in this country. And we have chief of injustice in this country. We have injustices. Oh, on my way. None of them qualifies, in my view, as a justice. Omo mutina case in Sunyina no. Omo nkano kre. How? Uni madia esinra. Adi esinra no. Unprecedented in the world. Ebi si da. Se asem da ho. Di asem no. Ansa na obi di asem no. Ye won sem ni mienu. Baako ye civil, baako ye criminal.
Sure.
Civil case ni mu no. Ena yakopeja injunction e dia tu obi so. E wo high court. Openya asem ne to nipa kro ne so no se nipa kro no ansa na okwa fakrata akoye mrashebedwani no akopre mrashebedwa akonya no na se nipa kro no oye dual citizen and ntino na o nini allegiance to another country.
just quick one with the Mami breaking protocols kakra. Achuma Mansa from US or say greetings to my to my in-law and my incoming in-law. So who is the in-law and who is the okay, I know such as McCarthy is the in-law, but who is the incoming in-law? Is it me?
Na Achuma we competition.
Competition to me
competition.
Uncle Nicholas Laguda as UK or say or Chaipan or say the situation is terrible and scary and that was
Enti Nipano, if it's about the allegiance, the question is a very simple one. So maybe your boy, and a McCarthy so pe boy, and a matrabra will say, "Media, massa, if you need to mean to me your boy, me declare had ma wono. We say, oh, train me dream home. Consider Obeka me say, what dream where we no, Obejimedi.
David.
Allegiance is about trust.
So what's trying do one more?
Sir, aye, ahofama. Any
what's trying do ahofama ama obi.
What was it? Now, that's the question. Ewo omuguswa omuso ombekire eda ombedi sasem. Se me na epoku ametia bontin and we hear the justices now here now come back and say contempt of court. So who judges the judge?
The law.
Where is the law? A fairly here private member bill. Edi akoto eye mrase bedwam. Say a judge for eye niamon ho e wo man we mu. Omusi mra ni trasia because yes oye mra ni mu ni eye friend say temuani nti no. Wasi mra trase na emra na di nkuguo na ono no ye a ono san fata no wadi nkunim.
But your constitution actually say omunkuto ne betimi a kyerɛkyerɛ ya ma mra constitution no a mra hyebedwa. Omu say mra hyebedwa for na hyemra. But a judge for teacher more the court bat and Supreme Court. Or mona Ghana manages or munkuto any bit match emran. Tomcas emran in ya, and nemra.
I just say Nico say Obia or ignorant of the law no crown. Yachenokotum.
Why? Macron say ignorance of the law is not an excuse.
Emrebian cancer, a yaka, aquane, atu yitrim. Say ignorance of the law is no excuse. Anunti no wo na wo no wo be determine asem no wo din kan aka kire me se minimum mra no se minimum mra no eno no mentimi mfa mo me ho asafo hene enka se sa de we no eye ana se enye. Now to the issue about media, I felt say it was prejudicial. I determine asem na omubedie no kra before omubedi asem.
By the Supreme Court's ruling, they are not bound by their own rulings. It could be some by granted, but the substantive case in the Bano, it could be my saying some of the back merit in it.
I don't think I'm seeing Nancy anymore. I think they say to for now, they touch them. Nancy, any ben, yes, catch them. Nancy, only my dear Dorman, or Supreme Court, or no, or no, Bua 10, or bet to us, but not 10, I will not will. That is one come correct. No cray back up. Opa Fabium fast as I Cotina Besso. Drabe kotran tonto so no kra ya ba kopɛ untimi nka no kra en nane wa no this all your trofo obi o your trofo en ono atimi ditulum sɛ me am ye mra anase me bu atan a me ametimi asa abomatemu na to agu e kyɛ sɛ unim sɛ udi tro o trofo enunti na hwɛ you see me de be fra ora kan da passem no because adia Supreme Court and the justice system of this Ghana, this country, you know, a bedroom maybe no, Sammy, Obeka said you Nepoku kai. Me, Nepoku. Me found being court. Me William Bonnie, I may found court. A quine out the bonnet fast, so yeah, me no. Me am just minimum sa quine, I mean, this album in the video.
But if I saw such a chairman,
I mean, found me, no. Sam Rana Timia, Famiko.
And this will be Biawa, so be Fakwa, Bia, so Kuviano. And
I will be not able to the whole day. A quire fast who round on Sana, Miss Befaswa, me boat your coon.
Okay.
Some me now never Yaman, I mean, Kona, me Brennan, or me try nye ekura wasa be kume me wo de car bo be car to me so me tita na me car bo to pain
oh trafficking
me ko police ni no na me ko akodan no wonu ni subanye no kwanya in foolish case just me me foolish dear ebe ko so man no
I don't understand what
I'm just being proverbial in the sense that you see se wonye otemuafo ni a wo de wasem kodan na wagimi apa me nyomu ni se wa hwe se ye koye ye friend say election na obi a ono ya paw ne say o me mine anaso o me mane ye friend say a public office enya ni kunu Charles ye friend say mensa a bedroom asem ne so o ma me kantre Ghana for and yet it's nothing to do with the privacy. It's everything to do with a public office, a public office that is accountable to me and not to justices, to me, the ordinary Ghanaian, including Bodemnia, one to
including the justices, because they are also
yes, but not through them.
Yeah,
justices no deny Ghanaians that responsibility of accountability. Echo Kotu Black Law Dictionary. Wabra ye was statute I bomb right way or my way who buy. Now same way you can we same way you can we on my year chief justice has been accused of taking $5 million bribe. Or that's what you
it's under investigation.
It is not. It is in their dream and not to the Ghanaian. Sign your investigation. Me this house of body bomb ya Quebec say me sorry no panidi ekodi mama fufu na me nkoda wo.
So are you expecting senka ye dey say akwadu na bo chief justice nke bi e betima ma no so as the per aside ya prevented the honorable
in the interest of Ghana. Broni bia ni wo je Ghana justice di a obey investments of Ghana ha. Because omu hu say ye mra ni omo de mra ni ye adwuma no omo nka no kre ute Opa mayan so won to me so sisi say na epokuma kwaji obi bribe. Na hwe dan pare so obeda. Ni tiri be tififra na dwoa ahwehwe me ache me di makotum. Owie so obesa kwa akoda wo mrase bedwam. Adeboyefo ni nyina yeti mrase bedwam. State of the nation address no mu nyina adeboyefo ni nyina. Omo sell man. And this is what is happening. Emra I wo wiasim. Genti na emra. Sami ya yemra say ade pare yo ebeba ma justice enye asundue na de justice ba o
ende na de ba
justice and de asundue ba
okay
twima mentwe nya no na de kura ema kura bo
ya
na ukọ na sesabi Solomon Bible mu ne ema mienu we se me ba na ewo we se nya me ba omo twima so no ede na oyeye
asumdie bae
enu ne efiri
ni afa nu no hu se no wo
emre bia wo wiasem ne fapem nyansa emre bia emfa asumdie ma no jimi
common sense
we dey rule here eba yi kire me ase nyansa be pa ne wom se obi yemra se bedwani na obi ni sobo abo no na sobo no wonya ni asem ni wieye wo se yen fatabono to ne so court awusa e de tabona to ne so what the assembly court na appeals court
na maybe our level of because understanding into the matter of issues of laws no ma nti ayes hati mu ase but maybe omo
no
but na yen hwa de ba ko
same answer na beto aso no ma men kasa se won kire lawyer bie ni onim nyansa chan Ghana ni bia fa so otrim book na omusua ni nyina yesua bi obi ka asem bi na se wo den ho na se asem no ani utibua enni ni ya ka che nipa ne se enye se wo ye lawyer nti na wa bebubu asem agu so se onu nanim mra emra no why nanim has ignorance of the law ever been an excuse in this country?
No.
So why must a lawyer be put above the citizens? Why must any lawyer
using the same principle? And now Honorable Okudzeto Abraka also raised issue about the 3 absentees MPs.
Yeah.
Say almost so they should do everything possible if the government, according to him, their cost was since North no nana don't go for the government. So what dancing near dancing don't go to the bit match. Or say abane pe 1 by election there, they should give the government 4 by elections. can we also rake in the same principles and also the same understanding, logic? Say these 3 MPs almost so speak a reform to the privileges committee, no. Almost so you must say akunya. Now, do you think say the parliament have that boss?
Look, let me tell you one thing.
To declare them say
may NDC force you be any time. Because I was set or take a decision biana send a unanimous 7 or 9. I was set 10 biana unanimous 137 now 136. Share Assin North MP no unimnyansa pi chain ura the friend saying Canada Japan.
Oh, Canada how?
Yes. No. Oh, that's it. They will be a pedigree there. What was school channel?
Nana, need the intimate na rate do ni nyansa ni do ni nyansa. Obetimi akase bia o wonti asemu no. Wo hunu so nyansa for but fan to
no, I'm not speaking for somebody. I'm speaking for myself.
Sure.
You say we share Assin North MP no. Na we share Assin Central MP na. Assin North MP no onim nyansa pi chen Assin Central MP. Wono ofiri baabi a na etua ne ka se wo hwe ne paycheck a bosome na wotwe pay no eti se ne bosome pay a ya ka abohu mienu e wo Ghana eti uti hu se enye sika nti e na oye MP ukọ ne constituency e na hu se na omo body ne so me say the protest votes no I be cause no ajaji for no omo yem be sure omo ahwe next time omo
nya say judge no they don't care say who
they care
they want
no. Adi omu ye nyina ya ade ba ko ma men kan I will predict it. Ejapa, they are preparing Ejapa to parliament. Anya E-levy first na E-levy say we are predicting. O Rebecca say me kan. Ejapa chrono bono they are preparing it to parliament. Nti e wo se yeti omo so. Yeti omo so a na ne ye call by election na asa na be call by election no bo say ye fa Ejapa nko. And then answer many penny bidding kobo. And also Assin MP no the authority the obeko. No one person the Japako. Na e mama nkanchi obi na say nkanchi obi a ho adanse de ye de osonso. Ti meka ho. Se wa anka de a enka mente.
So aso anya ti de.
Na me so answer na obeka no kra no na me di nkan adwen ho say ade a omo person omo the Supreme Court eye ema parliament we eye useless ni say Ekufodo who say ontimi fa chronobo bi era parliament we mu especially we share how the citizen vigilante nyoma na kosoro na parliamentarians omo yenipa kanena nke bia o ebia yenye na yenkrokrom na ebia omo mpaase na ebia minority for no na omo akoka majority for ho ebia in the interest of Ghana esu na omo boa omo ye na kwete sam ti say citizen vigilante ye adwuma na omo ankasa no omo tena se ehu say enye de bia ye enema omai we ekonanim etimum ye mmoa ne ye mmo Ghanafoɔ esika ho ban ye mmo Ghanafoɔ yie die ye nwe Ghanafoɔ ho enu nti minority no hwa nanse no omo nwe te se de kane na omo dwen no enu nti no Ekufodo de ye friend say justice system no try to suppress South Parliament way and make it useless.
In 2 minutes, they are now expected from these 3 absentees MPCR reform to privileges committee. Why?
I say Sanem Ranica.
I say so. Want me offer any good explanation?
Now why no the 3 of them? No, why they want better explanation?
On Casa in 2 bedrooms, better explanation.
You don't have. You see, some of them I can't say we say you only pay me no penny we be ase. And then we no be dream ho. Ye dream answer. Me ti ha make say. Entimenwi yan ka bekasa. What for our passport? What me akot in America? Wo kono, wonim nyansa say nipa bi na ato abama ho se kotena omoanem ewo mrase bedwam. Na sesabi woni ni die kura masa constituency for na. Ada na woni ni die ma wo office. Na won kra say oh opani se yete hai ni ye show ya ebe hu an say list wo ama ne bag so no woko. Na na epoku asore ko. Midini diama makati midini diama etiefo ni ahwefo eti that asem we no eye asɛm a eni kwan sɛ nkomko privileges committee e was say straightforward obi a obeye absent for that number of days 15 days as I say no eni kwan sɛ or message a friend say 15
days 15 meetings 15
settings no
yeah
eni kwan sɛ nke privileges committee because asɛm no wono adi nka bua ne ho fo so onim sɛ ade a wɔkɔyɛ no ɛho hia anyansa wom abababo wom ade ne wɔkɔ wankra
we are putupru
no o tia brochire ho ni nyina no na oni nyansa sɛ putupru ba enti no ma me ntro krata akra nko parliament na me mo hu sɛ me kɔ na putupru enti no sese de eja manya baabi anase putupru no esi all through his life
also we expect say e be you nyina ase akonya but we gidi say parliament here was see parliamentarians e ba na tokwa de omo beko but e pa de for mo ho they love themselves who free say these 3 MPs can be kicked out
it is say ye nyina ko school na say bi o mate e bi a wayem from so bi o se kira ka kire na e bi a eden it is say o fast 19 kro na say NDC for MPs especially so mo hwe de ye de ye ayi nano e friend say enra na mate say sa akwa na oye local champion no Godfred Dame mo friend say is it Odame
Attorney General and Minister of Justice
or no local champion ko Jessica ko tratem wom ewo UK you say Ghana the cash 740 million for just a cancellation of one contract 740 million yeah the just because of obi ahoya obi enya contract just wo yira kwadi sika wa twon yire wa aboa so na court na police station am yagu yire ni mu asinti no ye ta contract mu when timi anko court knowing the judge is different from knowing the law unim say what they akototo Adamu Sakande ho Adamu Sakande wa declare in fact as at the time krapa yeso a dual citizen no was only dual citizen until investigation proved said na o dual citizen when there was starting the process Emma time of filing here COVID buy here impo November na omo Emma no sa go ahead no so afi oma etwa ne citizenship ni mu no sa letter in the first letter no ko de call ho say Canada aban they say me person me Canada ni biem that letter no just a declaration say
okay
me nye Canada ni biem because Canada won't me refuse to say me yen mamo yen pene say
chinchina twa kwaso a ye Canada ni
meboa eti no so wo hwe sa Adamu Sakande asem no now de kototo ayi ho a sa wadwene nya adwuma na abetima yesa but sa wadwene ye adwuma na se ampa se wo ye mranim ni a waben ya wonimu mra opa emfa Ghana Justice International nyemfa nko UK na ko behu ne size
okay mama nka Facebook comment kakra me wi amemra Charles so ye nua Akwasi for Meka was say I think John Dramani Mahama or say I thank John Dramani Mahama so much for your comment. I salute you wherever you are. That's it. You Sherry, Yahaya, Mami Sherry, Yahaya, UK. Mami, me too catch up. I was what chair, Papa. I was saying, your mom. That's my mom. I want the only mom. UK. Mami, o matter on catch up. Uncle Nicholas, I see the situation terrible. My catch, Mama, says what China see. You Michael Lati, as about Vim, Sasuna Godfred, Anan, or say, I love you guys, listen to Makati and Hunto. Yeah, that's it. Sansudenia, Boafu George, or say, good evening, fantastic host. You are doing fantastic job. Ken George from Adenta, no, the way about say, NPP is the only party that has Ghana's developmental project at heart. Let's break the 8 with Dr. Owusu Efriye Akutu, the finest agric minister, the legend. Mana why me kind message now say
oh I say no we are planting for food and jobs but you say we are planting
very
for
successful one
we are planting for sign
eno chire so e you go say I say only in Anim Yaboa Supreme Court well Yenua Addison Kwajo answered that I was say good evening Honto. The country is getting to a point where the center cannot hold. The same court denies people of SAR an MP, and now the people of Assin North the same. Now I wish we should stop going to court and take matters into a shrine for judgment, because it's better than quoting a book written by a colonial masters. The country is getting hot every day. We are running to that day. That day be na waka ho asemi. Yenua Rita eye Zanizuba enso so manisa so chair. That's Papa Pasaso Yenua Abdul Basit Abdullahi or say good submission by Listo. Ni do dia ba so betima say no eye Facebook comment no bra program ne course WhatsApp eye comment so number in the screen so betima say ne dia ba. Afi yen course mu for penyin ma da bokata the hawk chase. Akwa me say mo akwa ba biem na.
Sabe ma me chao.
Udi ba kwa dodo no adi ni mo ye point of law. Point of law no say why law na mum o yisu fie nyansa no de atoto de ekoso. So according to your point of law, the ekoso Supreme Court na Assin North about to PCSC. Who di ba e fie nyansa mu a enti ase ne sen.
Yo Samuel amenda wase. Ma mencha ahwe for the atifo na ma chamini apenyi list over. Supreme Court ruling no. A 40 page.
Okay.
No copy.
Rata find dia 9.
Yes. But the thing say issues at that Supreme Court ni na a year 5 no. The background of case na a year 5 issues. Omo ankasa na troye. This is the rule their judgment. A declaration that upon a true and proper interpretation of Article 94(2)(a) of the Constitution 1992 of the Republic of Ghana, at the time of filing his nomination from between 5th and 9th October 2020 to contest the 2020 parliamentary elections of the Assin North constituency, the first defendant in this case, Jachi Kwesen, was not qualified as a member of parliament. At the time he was contesting, was not qualified as a member of parliament. You see, the 5
and the normal person me say omunyina Ghana man article 94 no so enche say opinion bro corporate kunya no na on sem fata unqualified.
Very good. No unqualified so be or a member of parliament.
Okay.
You see, when you are filing, you are only applying. Electoral Commission vet document you become a candidate. Election na we you are a MP elect. You become a member of parliament upon taking the oath of what? A member of parliament.
Oath of parliament.
Do you get it? You cannot be considered as a member of parliament. Until from that process to the last time I'll be taking oath of parliament, you are not a member of parliament. Okay. So, reasons the Supreme Court there is a default on this. Okay. Besides, reasons are 5. All the 5 reasons the Supreme Court say, I've not seen an injunction in it.
Okay.
I have not seen the plaintiff, Michael Nimako Nifa, requesting the Supreme Court to injunct the MP. All the actions.
They say a different application.
But I'm talking about the ruling about
okay.
A 40 page. Okay. And then the Supreme Court, this is the background. The background has set 5 issues before them as a dealing with.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, that out of the 5 issues, I have not seen where plaintiff now bisa Supreme Court and also Supreme Court say restrict the man or injunct the man. But in the Supreme Court's own wisdom, Omar decided they will restrict him. Sorry? You see, interlocutory injunction, who do cobra for or say you restrict pending. What I say? You restrict something pending a final determination. Very good. Interlocutory injunction is not available unless the party seeking it has suffered or clearly will suffer irreparable harm. What does it? No court in this world will grant you an interlocutory injunction if the person has not suffered or will clearly suffer irreparable harm.
I say nipa no a mechire mu a nipa no no esre court say yemfa injunction na say ohye ento obi so no say nipa no emfa nsunsuanso bo ne bia ambre sa wo nipa no a yenyi sa asem no ntu.
No court would grant that. In any case, Michael Nimakui on contested election. He didn't one contested Papawi. He never showed interest to contest in the Assin North elections. So what I say? Entinu said that the question cost why MP. What then will lose? What will he lose? The plaintiff in this matter, what is his locus? If Jachi MP, Jachi Kwesin is still a member of parliament for Assin North, one restraining now, a day na will lose. That is what the court should have averted their mind to. The court failed Ghana. The bench failed themselves and went ahead to embolden the perception of Ghana for say they are biased court. And they have shown over time that they are biased court. From 2017 to Enamini Wukasei, the only instance a court no dissent here, Omudi Matiami du court, say on Timinia special prosecutor. And then this one. That's the only instance I who Supreme Court to say at the dissenting view. No,
you don't need to dissent.
I am coming. Some say law is logic.
Sure.
There's another school of thought that says that the law is what the judge says it is. So how come 5 people, 7 people, are classroom, teacher tremadi, munina mofiho. Now you because you say you have no opinion. That near we are trying, you concur. And your laziness. You see, if you are lazy to research, because once you are differing in opinion, you must adduce evidence, verifiable evidence, fact to support your argument. But if you don't have time, because what I say, we are doing now we now do what I say. Are you getting the picture? Yes. Now, and you can't do any other thing. So,
are you talking about a bar of lawyers or
a bar?
A
bar, say, be a bar. You see, so if you work in the bar, at the end of the day, you get home and you feel exhausted. So, you had more about you now and answer.
Sure.
So, I say, do do for no break into untimin drop into Obakun Nyatamo tra. Oba, you see, I concur. You must concur with reason. You don't concur just because you have to concur. Following the masses ad populum. That is what the Supreme Court has become. And it's sad. Sami, it is very sad. So the Supreme Court rather is becoming enemy of the people.
How?
How? I will prove how. Here I am sitting. See, the Supreme Court has failed to uphold points in law, what we call point of law. And it's simple. As someone got to minimum interpret. Chechemu, Article 94, 1, 2. Asa. That is all they are requesting them to do. Nothing more, nothing less. What do I say? Eno mako wanya edi abedu abemudi edu. Sami. Hwe ufa Article 296 of the 1992 Constitution. Exercise of discretionary power. We say ufa an injunction injunction is discretionary. What I say? Or see where in this Constitution or in any other law discretionary power is vested in any person or authority, A, that discretionary power shall be deemed to imply a duty to be fair and candid.
Say ye did to me, I'm obi say what me free wa dream upemu. Etimi eye bibi hye bibi no. Say to me ne de ama wo say wo ye no kwan pa so say e be ye trudu e de ama obi bia na afa no nyina.
B, the exercise of the discretionary power shall not be arbitrary, capricious, or biased, either by resentment, prejudice, or personal dislike, and shall be in accordance with due process of law.
Say to me ne de ama wo say what me free upemu ye bibi. Emra na ma ho kwan no. Yes, say wo ye say wo da say subana na say 2 minutes dia. En say wo ye ma no konchia editi obi esan say wo mpese nipa no anase wo chire say nipa no anane say nipa no enya adwen.
So the Supreme Court have demonstrated by B, Article 296B, that they were prejudicial.
Why?
They were biased towards the case because over all the Otteran pattern that everybody has to be given a fair hearing before a determination of the case. Do you get it? Have you listened to the man in question? You listened one side, which is the injunction. Yes, sir. And what policy? How about the other person?
But the lawyers were present.
Is that my lawyers were present? I'm coming. I will tell you why I'm saying what I'm saying. That they are enemy of the people. The Supreme Court has become a chameleon. With changing colors. Do you get it? That is what they have become. Sami, Supreme Court, a Kwashi Ho High Court decision restricting John Peter Mewu from going to court, from swearing in, from going to Parliament. Now Supreme Court can say, Amewu anya boni bia. Sure. And that if there is anything, it rather should be the Electoral Commission. True or false? That is the decision of the Supreme Court. That Amewu, as a person who had benefited from that election, he did no wrong.
Judgment, no,
I want to quote it for you.
Yeah. The court notes in 840 page judgment, read by President of the 5 panel bench, Justice Yao Apau, that the interim orders by the High Court in Ho died a natural death. The Supreme Court said Peter Mewu, though a beneficiary, had nothing to do with the denial of the right of the resident of Sa area to vote. And so, let me, there is a place, let me call. The court ruled that if the interested party are seeking enforcement of their fundamental human rights, their action should be directed at the Electoral Commission and not the duly elected member of Parliament for Hawaii. That was the direction of the Supreme Court. Sure. You have caught the Chiman Safa. The same process, restricting Ajay Mensah Costa Jr. The High Court says no. And this is what the High Court judge who sat on the case said. I shall refuse this ex parte injunction application. I think the people of the Chiman staff needs a representative at the swearing in. To injunct the first respondent will be unfair. At the end of the trial, if it is established that the election was not done properly, I shall make my orders. I hereby refuse the application. I'll tell you what for trans say. Onye infantum say Samna Shebenia or water Chiman South, a James Acosa, a Binmasi and Film fencing check with Sibes, I be the assembly, only infantum. Then Chile say. Say, or you two more, or man for water chima, no munyana msini wa mnashibe fie. Nempo so mudi assembly we now cost the administration and also so or the 1 year ebeba.
Sorry?
I say representation is key.
Yeah, key. So what does change? In any case, young court 2012, 2013, Nana Akufo-Addo versus Electoral Commission, then John Mahama. NDC. I thought that John Mama was still the president. Yeah, injuncted.
No.
Was he injuncted?
No.
Eh?
No.
8 months. Yet now court.
Yeah.
Full 8 months.
John
Mama still
the petitioner then requested Senka. He should be made to step aside.
Exactly. But the court rejected that position. Do you get it? Because you can't a battle. When people vote, no court, no reasonable court would want to annul the vote or the power of the people. And now, Donald Trump did a case for this petition in the court, Supreme Court. No, there was even not hearing. It was rejected, and the case was dead. You see, then there was John Mahama versus Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. And also Nana Addo still continued as president. There was nowhere he was restricted until the final determination of the case. So it would not make sense to any Ghanaian. It will only feed into the perception of the people of this country that our Supreme Court has become what it is. That our Supreme Court is loaded with timorous souls. And timorous souls is not my word. I am quoting Justice Pega. This is what Pega said. This case, it was Martin Amidu who brought it against President John Ajekun Kufuor. Justice Pega ruling also, this is how he started. I will preface this ruling with the words of Lord Denny in his book entitled The Judge, Oxford University Press, 1979, at page 4, where he said, if a judge leaves the law and makes his own decision, even if in substance they are just, he loses the protection of the law and sacrifice the appearance of impartiality, which is given by adherence to the law. Now, also, these words of wisdom were quoted by Akins JSC, case of J.H. Mensah versus Attorney General, as reported in the Ghana Supreme Court law report. Like him, I will allow myself to be guided by these words of wisdom from a man who can easily be rated as one of the best jurists of his time. Coupled with this is the traditional saying among legal fraternity that the bench is not for timorous souls. Justice Pega. So you will understand why I'm saying that the bench is not loaded with timorous souls. What I say? Who's that? Almost sorry. Today, yes, celebrating Ria Koto. Ria Koto, the lawyers that went and the judges that dissented were not timorous. And as our Supreme Court judges, when they go to lecture, law students, they tell them to be courageous, to be able to face reality, to be truthful. Who could catch up and be truthful? Meanwhile, you are not truthful. Meanwhile, you are coward. A judge a book, you can denounce your book. It happened in this country.
The book in yellow.
But it's a book I watch two man and yet it's an authority. It can be cited.
I'm funny currency, so I'm funny currency.
And it's no quite the Akatria or Genona, so bomb pie say.
And they only know in terms of
coupon lesson. Sammy, Ubefa the doctrine of equity. Ufa doctrine of equity, Krana, it favors that equation.
In what sense?
T. Member 4. Doctrines of equity a favor no. Or delay defeat equity. Delay a defeat equity. Mama papa no, mama kwan o, ajana manako de akwa election ewie. Ya declare na wie that act has been done. His MP swear in. equity say you must prevent it from happening.
No, so we see no kwakra say ma.
You are unable to do it. Want to me anye. I say equity say it looks at the intent rather than form. Looking at the intent. Yan share case no that question that many will say. So we renounce it. Is he a Ghanaian?
No.
Is he a Ghanaian?
No.
That question is a Ghanaian.
Oh, it's a Ghanaian. It's not a Canadian.
Is he a Canadian?
No.
No, that is not no. Now, it is for us to ask Supreme Court to tell us that question now the law now because we are renouncing.
Because I say attempted murder. Offense. You're jailing Crawford.
Yeah, on your Canadian view. As we speak today, the man is not a Canadian. If we are rejecting him, say, oh, you're Ghanaian, where does he belong? Every man must belong to a country. At all times, you must have a country of origin. What I say? And wako Canada, and also ma renounce no. Entienne oni Canada ban anyway. Ghana nso so aba fie no. Ghana ban atunu muka say ajejem yes sir. So according to Supreme Court per this so you are waiting for the final determination. See, there is even no timelines when that case will be determined. Until now, he cannot hold himself as a citizen of Ghana. If he cannot hold himself as a member of parliament, pending this case there, then he can't also hold himself as a citizen of Ghana. Until Udini Kokota, yes, sir. Do you get it? You see, law, I say common sense, but I don't think people see it as common sense. I mean, it's equity imputes intention. When equity imputes intentional, you see, what it simply means is that if a person completes an act that originally has to be done towards something, it is considered as done. Has he completed the process?
Yes.
So what I say?
Yeah.
That is it. It's equity considered as done, that which ought to be done. He has done it. And you know, where you say, in any case, I mean, Ukofa almost say almost civil procedure. The civil procedure rules, that is CI 47, High Court. Ufa 81 order 811. Okay, order 811. Please give me some 3 seconds. Let me read order 811. Or see, where in the beginning or purporting to begin any proceedings or at any stage in the course of or in connection with any proceedings there has, by reason of anything done or left undone, been a failure to comply with the requirement of these rules, where in respect of time, manner, form, or content, or in any other respect, the failure shall not nullify the proceedings.
I said, also, Nadia Wanyeno. Or didn't even make you
see, according to Omo High Court, the Omo Court Omo order 811. See about the program yasi. Now I was saying Mikey. Now I was saying Mikey. And a one Mikey. And you shall see the fact that you didn't Mike does not invalidate the program.
Okay.
Do you get it? It gives you room to do corrections. And no thing Papa Kwesindu, okay. The Republic of versus Charlotte say, ex parte Papa Kwesindu. That was the decision of the court. And nothing a court needs to know. Manukwai na onko yede onko correct the forms na onfamra. Sami? There na assessor. Where Okofa or judgment yo mudiabana, let me read Justice Amegache, or dissenting. He's one of the dissenting judges. Say 5-2.
4 minutes ni anko twa de bra.
Oh, sir.
Yeah.
Because anka me ko kanda pa ho no.
You ko by.
This is what Justice Amegache said, or Amegache JS in your Kanyeni, concurring dissenting opinion. Or say, I have no doubt in my mind that under Article 1294 of this Constitution, 1992, and Rule 5 of CI 16, the Supreme Court has the jurisdiction to grant an order of injunction.
Only doubt we are.
He has no doubt. They don't have.
Pending
hearing and determination of a substantive matter. Oriayano, and Okofa cases, Equam versus PNM, MPP, Kodem PNM, any Mami be, the name is Mary Equam, Omu case, Ena, Odibaye. Then he went further, quoting Justice Dateba. Or see, a similar case was confronted with Justice Dateba. I want to quote what Dateba said, and that is very instructive. Dateba repeated what I said, that to grant an injunction, there are things you need to look at. Justice Dateba, yes. Ewoha, yes. Dateba GSC, confronted with a similar predicament, dealt with it in the following ways. It has always been my understanding that the requirement for the grant of an interlocutory injunction are, first, the applicant must establish that there is a serious question to be tried. Secondly, that he or she will suffer irreparable damage which cannot be remedied by the award of damages, unless the interlocutory injunction is granted. And finally, that the balance of convenience is in his favor of granting him or her the interlocutory injunction. So these are the grounds for granting interlocutory injunction. And if the person has failed to establish this, to see me bizarre, what would that gentleman, Michael Angoma, lose? But then we shall continue to be faced with judgment like this. Sammy, if NPP and NDC don't stop appointing political party chairmen, party communicators to the court.
Why do you have party communicators, party chairmen, our court system?
Oh. At Nawuni.
Why no? Why no?
At Wamba. I thought you are all over social media. You should know this one.
I permit sir. Take care.
Yeah, what constituency chairman? You are appointed to High Court. A party communicator or Jinamama party every day. Bohobio. Another station, Kumasi.
But that's asking no court.
Court, man.
I'm married.
Is it not a man appointed as judge?
You are appointed. Bobby challenge your court.
No, the fact that you are challenging doesn't mean you are appointed. He's been appointed. Miwa. Constituency chairman has been appointed. NDC has done some before. Your judges be what you need or move feedback. Do you get it? Until we stop, until we end that thing. So I mean, we shall continue to have some of these wonderful judgments. Judgment about lawyer for say. Lawyers are finding it difficult to speak because
we are not supposed to understand the ruling because baby almost here they could do
Lady Hay, or a former UK Supreme Court judge, or say, honestly, or introduce you live streaming. And I was saying, no, we need to carry the people along. They need to understand what we are doing. And that the judge or the judiciary has neither the purse or the sword. What they have is their judgment. What does that mean? The judiciary does not control the finances of this country.
No.
You don't control the military.
No.
What you have is your judgment. And when the people lose trust in your judgment, there will be chaos. And then NDC MPP, 136, 136, so 137, 137. We are having a seemingly a hanged parliament. This is where we need a Supreme Court that a firm. Supreme Court that a timorous. Supreme Court a betimia train panima kano kwacheno.
Okay.
And not a Supreme Court that will want to massage the egos of their appointor.
Abusiafo Amanyosem dwumadi na oguso awohwe no me mame kan Facebook comment kakra me wi a ebekwa akoto ade ba ne akowura kandapa ne comment no ne ahwese ede na wo mu agana fo twe ne tan ewo na yenua ba ko de ode aba hwe aha no be advert control MC amumu akwa bi wose efre na Alhassan Ibrahim oso yesikaduro munyini free so ha yesikaduro ha yenua Samuel Afre say good job ya da say Co Frank was say, you mean like the birth certificate and the Ghana card? Yenya Tom Sofori said, list well. Sanson Yenya Shama ba Benya or say Sayo Nana Akufuado Abiho say ama was say Nana Akufuado Abeho ama Mahama Asili through 2024. No dispute about that. Or say Inshallah. And what they Abba. Yenya Abdul Basir say yen check sound no. Okay, that's papa. Yenya Abdul Basir was say imagine Assin North MP's case happen in Ashanti region. What would be their reaction? This really show clear they are political judges. Yenya Hambo Ayayasko, CJ enemy Yabua would go down as the worst CJ in the history of creation. I don't think he should continue to remain a CJ after a change in government. Nana Addo is media hype and now he's telling us who he really is. CJ on about retirement club before a year this time until we transfer buying subscriber by the minimum be our correct age no soon as it be a best standard there. Yenya Jerry June for or say MPP never again. And so the day Abanabusia for Amanyosem dwumadi